All right, hello everyone. Welcome. Today was a very exciting day. Uh, very exciting, indeed. This is all going away, guys. This is all going away. We're seeing. Oh, hold on. Give it a second. And that. All right, there we go. All right, hello everyone. Let's just do World versus World, you know, because it's the best way to discuss something because it's so brain dead. We can just like walk around and zerg, and we don't have to worry about what's going on. So let's do it. Oh my God, Look at Fort Aspenwood. It's like kicking our ass over here. Jesus, who are they? Who are they with? Who are they like together with? I don't know. I don't know. Who are they with? Isles of Janthier? We have Northern Shiver Peaks, Emery Bay, Tarnished Coast. Interesting. Right. Anyways. Oh, I gotta... I hate that I have to do manually. The monetization bullshit. Oh, I gotta... Alright. That's turned on. Alright, so yeah, I released a 3-hour video today, guys. I do not expect anyone to watch all of that, but people get excited when I release like these long videos, but it's just like, oh my God, you guys are awesome for wanting to listen to that for 3 hours. I don't know, but I'm as you guys can tell, I'm very exhausted because those 3 hours and then the like putting it like really drained me. What is happening there? Do you see that? What the fuck was that? Alright, let's find this commander. Really drained me. Really drained me. Just sitting there for 3 hours and I'm just because I'm genuinely excited. That's what drains me. I already don't have like as a person, I don't have a lot of energy. Okay, it's kind of like how my life is. I just have like no energy to do anything. So when I'm like sitting there for 3 hours being excited about something, I'm just like, I need to take a nap. So I laid down, and I just got up a little bit ago, and I don't feel any better.
Refreshing.
You know how that is? You know how that is, guys, when you like take a nap and it's like doesn't even do anything. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm very excited. Very, very excited. And I don't know. There's a lot of really cool info. This is what I've been waiting for. My thing is, I kind of feel a little iffy on not that the info that we got, but what is so surprising to me is that we had like 7 articles, a blog post, and a Twitter post today. I'm just like, whoa, that was so backloaded on everything that you could have done. I mean, I get that they had the press there, you know, so the press were only able to like, you know, talk about the stuff like after, like they did it last week and then they could release a post about it this week. You know, I get that. I mean, I really do get that, but still. Oh, I don't know if I'm aiming this correctly. We're gonna see. Oh. Yeah, that's perfect. But yeah, I mean, that's like, it's crazy to me, and I'm really excited, and I really just like lore-wise, it really sounds like we're gonna get some interesting stuff. Like, if you guys aren't invested in Guild Wars 2's lore, I think this is gonna be the start for a lot of people to get really invested in. Like, this is gonna be, I'm not saying that it's a good place to start, because there's a lot of things that have happened before but it's gonna be like people that are maybe haven't paid that much attention to the lore are gonna be like, oh wait, what is all this about, you know? And it's gonna really interest them. Because the Amnida specifically, where they talked about the different bastions and the schools of magic, and they talked about like the Mersad, and they talked like, you know, about the bastion of the penitent, and like there's a lot of really cool things that uh, they're gonna be discussing in Secrets of the Obscure. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff. You know, we have like possible connections to Abaddon and like a lot of stuff, which could include like God stuff. It's really fantastic, really fantastic stuff. Destroy this, destroy this catapult. The catapult, pull the catapult. We're getting like Rada Nova stuff, we're getting dwarf stuff, and that's the thing, because people are talking about like, oh yeah, it's reused assets all around, but they're giving us new stories with that, because they're giving us actual alternate realities. This is not just like snippets from like, you know, what's down on the surface, but this is actually like what if situations. So yeah, reused assets, I don't even care about that. You're showing us like dwarves that maybe never turned to stone and they are still alive or something, or you know, maybe like just stuff of the past. Oh, I'm lagging really bad. Is there? Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, whoa, I'm lagging really bad right now. Everything kind of slowed down. It came to a crawl there. Get on that wall, guys. We have siege, don't we? Unless it's all destroyed. Hey, you can finally stop hating ArenaNet. Are you excited? Are you finally excited? Is there like, was there good stuff in there for you that you're like excited about? I mean, oh no, oh no.
Hold the line.
I'm ready. Are you?
Give me energy.
I mean, I'm excited. I'm really sorry. I was like kind of concentrating because there's a big Zerg here and I'm trying to not die. Always having to walk back just feels really bad. Why is it obstructed? What am I obstructed by? The environment? What is going on here? Oh god. Oh god. I'm stuck inside the wall. I'm stuck inside the wall. Help! No! Alright, I guess I gotta... Dwarven Radanoas? Good. Well, I'm glad you're excited. Yeah, I mean, Dwarven stuff, that's super exciting. There's a lot of stuff. Like, we're getting Mersat stuff. We're getting, like, you know, just connections to all kinds. Like, you know, we're getting alternate realities, which they could just, like, do random stuff with, you know, which is gonna just be super exciting. Oh, they took it. And, well, back we go. Also, this corruption in Kurzik stained glass gives me hope, at least. I'm gonna just read book emote will be sold separately because I bought this bundle. You bought the bundle for it. It's probably gonna be sold separately. I have a feeling that we're gonna, or maybe we'll be able to get it through the vault or something. I don't know. I have a feeling they're gonna have this separately. I'm actually not gonna get it. There's nothing that really interests me in this requisition thing. So, I mean, the emote is nice, but I don't emote enough for me to really justify spending that kind of money. So, I'm one of the poor folk. Can't just like spend random money. Okay, that's just I have to make you know, logical, adult-like decisions on how I spend my money. And that ain't it. Not that I'm complaining about it, it's just not for me, so.
I need help.
Now we're driving them out, like, even though they took over, it's really shitty. Oh my god, and then green is coming for us now? Oh my god, this is bad. That's why we're losing, because it's 2v1. I mean, I get that too, yeah. I just personally don't think that it's anything that interests me, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for the new daily system. I think that's going to be very good for someone like me who's super casual. I mean, I log in every day and I just like do like random things here and there. So for me, this is going to be perfect. I'm very excited about it. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's like stuff in there for people, but it's just, you know, not for me, I guess. But yeah, I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely excited. You know, we're getting like cool demons. Like they confirmed who the demon was in front of the the gate, the rift. I mean, they showed some really cool. There were some really cool pictures that they showed us. Like, oh man, there's some really good stuff. Like you said, the Kurzik thing, the like where the corruption is, which is probably the one strike mission, right? They kind of were. Oh, this is. I'm just like attacking like we're doing anything. Which is, you know, they kind of talked about it in one of the articles as I went through. It's like one of the articles they talked about it, and then in the next article they showed us a picture of it. So it's probably one of the strike missions where you go in and you fight Ceres, the Deimos looking demon or whatever. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. Pretty freaking rad. You hope Ain't forgot what lore books are? Why? We're probably gonna get lore books, right? I don't know if we're gonna get like collectible lore books, but we're going into library, so there's bound to be books sitting around. Oh, not. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, come on, man. The lore books is where it's at, man. No, I mean, there's gonna be, I don't know if there's gonna be collectible ones, because again, like, there's so much in my bank that I have right now that, like, you know, it's like it's almost two freaking bank tabs full of just like books, you know. Um, I just, you know, I don't know if ArenaNet, like, you know, they're not giving us a bookshelf or anything to put them in. So, but we're going into like libraries. Like, I think the different bastions are going to be the main focus when it comes to lore. I think they're going to be talking about, you know, because these are like the schools of magic and stuff. I think we're going to get some really cool info. The World Spire, they literally in the article said like this is the highest that the lore has ever gone, and like to me that's amazing. I think there's gonna be some really cool stuff in there that we're gonna see, that we're gonna talk about. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to get like a, you know, like a, oh yeah, this Radonovus didn't fall, so it's like, you know, what if situations. I mean, I really think honestly we're gonna see the pre-searing tower, we're gonna see. Maybe not because it teleported up there, but I think that's gonna be part of one of the fractals where like Ascalon didn't get destroyed by the searing, and we're gonna actually go through there, and all of those people that like hang out there or something like might be Ascalonian or something. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot like the dwarves, you know. It would be really cool to be able to like interact with King Jalis. Like, what? That'd be so cool if we get something like that. Or maybe like, you know, the dwarves never turned to stone, so there's actually like ancestors. So there's like, you know, Derek Ironhammer, who's like the descendant of Jalis or something. Like, who knows? I mean, this is crazy. Who's gonna get done first? The door? Probably. Why are we not building this? Oh. Yeah, oh, I am 100% certain we're gonna see that pre-searing tower, which is just really cool because that seems to have some kind of connection to the story or like to something deeper, because you kind of see like swirly stuff that's inside of it with like sky scales sitting right next to it and stuff. So it looks like it's gonna actually have like, it's not just gonna be like, oh, here's the tower and it doesn't do anything, but there's gonna be something interesting happening with it on some level, I think. But yeah, ooh, man, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped, you guys don't even understand. There's jumping puzzles. One of the hallways in the Amnitas map or the tower or somewhere is gonna be like Halloween themed. Like what? Like a secret hidden hallway. Apparently there's a lot of little nooks and crannies that we can explore, that we can see, which I love in maps to do. You know, I pointed out the little like holographic Hylic, for example. Like if there's things like that that we can see, oh man, I'm all for it, man. I just, whew, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I'm glad we're only having 7 days away. 7 days, woo. Have you messed with the pic posted on Twitter from Gilbert? I've not messed with it, but I did talk about it in my video. I just released a 3-hour video discussing all of the stuff from today. But yes, I have seen the brightness changed image where you can see stuff in the background or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I'm very, look at this. Wait, wasn't it missing a face a second ago? Yeah, right there. Oh. Aw. Ooh. A mystic clover. What are we doing? Our commander left, so we're all just like kind of standing around. Remember Gwen in Dragon's Fall? What have been if we go us? Alternate characters like Zin and such. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, right? Because like if Radanos never fell, and if it's maybe around the time that Zin was there, like maybe we'll see him, right? But then, you know, it's like we also have, ooh, look at this guy over here. We also have like seers, right? They don't talk about seers, but I have a feeling we're still gonna get some seers stuff. Oh, what are they doing here? Oh, they're just like dueling. Goodbye. Oh, please, people, come on. I'm killing this heart.
Such might bring mine. Save yourself.
I'm stoked, guys. I don't know what people like, you know, is this like enough for people to get hyped? I don't know, but for me it definitely is 100%. Like I just, this expansion is gonna have everything that I want. I don't know if it's, you know, I know it doesn't have new elite specializations, and why can't I target this freaking nest? I know it doesn't have new elite specializations, and I know a lot of stuff is like coming out later, but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of really cool, interesting things that we're gonna see, and I feel like the maps are gonna look nice. The bugs are a little concerning, but ArenaNet is just gonna have to, you know, I don't know. I've just become so jaded when it comes to bugs. Like, I don't know. I'm so like I'm just like, bugs are just part of the game at this point, and I know that they're not good about fixing them, which is a shame. But I kind of, you know, that's the reality of it, I guess. And I know it's annoying, and I'm not saying it's okay for them to have this or do this, but it is also like kind of like, you know, what, like complaining about it doesn't help because they're not. There's stuff that they haven't fixed in years, so. guild was too loyal. The one was kind of small with just mostly 5 races. Yeah, I mean, like, I think we're gonna be leaning into like older stuff, right? We're gonna be leaning into stories of the past and so on. So it's like, like I kind of said in the video as well, I think that what's interesting and what we're not really getting an explanation. Why is that a small circle? Did you see that? That was a small symbol. Wait, why is every second symbol small? It's supposed to be the larger size, and it's not. It's
over.
interesting. Is that a known bug or something? I don't know. But I think, like, why are the Asura on the Sky Islands? You know, why like, I mean, the ones that are part of the Wizard's Court. You know, I think there's gonna be ways that they can expand on all of this. Like, why is there Largos up there? Why is there Jin up there? You know, there's certain things, just the whole mystery of the Sky Islands, because everything else that's, you know, in the, like, on the surface of Tyria, you could say, well, they walked there, right? You could say Largos came on land right there at this lake, and they were just like, hey, we're gonna hang out with you guys, right? But then there's the idea of like, but how do all these races get up into the sky? And why are they? There must be a reason for them to be up there. They're not just gonna hang out randomly in the Sky Islands. So I think there's gonna be like stuff about those races as well as I think like some of the other major races. You know, Asura, I could totally see why they would want to be part of it, but like why Sylvari and why Norn and why Char, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, I think that's gonna be super interesting. Also, new meta like Harvest Temple, I feel like it will be hell. Maybe. I mean, it depends on, again, how they structure it. I think my biggest gripe with Harvest Temple and like the Suwan fight specifically was the randomness of the attacks. Nothing was like this like this is gonna happen then, this is gonna happen then, this is gonna happen then. Like, you can get really unlucky and have her constantly swap from side to side and from side to side and side to side and literally waste so much time that you can't defeat her. Like, I don't want that kind of randomness in the fight where there's so many times where there's invulnerability, right? It drives me crazy when we have a timer going and she's invulnerable just to have a dialogue and just to say a text. Like, that's annoying to me. Like, I get that this is like a story heavy fight and stuff like that, but it just feels really bad when you're like, you know, you're crunched for time and you're trying to do something only to, you know, have to sit there and listen to her say the same lines over and over again while being invulnerable. Like, that's annoying to me. You know, there was like certain things that I disliked about the fight, and I think if they take away the random element of it, it's probably gonna be a really good fight. Like, I just think no other meta event had this like a randomness of invulnerability at like random times as much as that fight. I think if that random element hadn't been there, it wouldn't have been such a pain in the neck to like finish. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, but then the problem would be you have all these assets be underwater assets, right? Because you have like, you know, it's literally like, hey, yeah, this is all the Jade Sea stuff where they, where the Jade didn't turn to, like, didn't crystallize or whatever, or the sea didn't turn into Jade or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. That would mean that a big portion of that map would have to be underwater, which is kind of a cool premise to have, like, floating underwater maps. Like, that's an interesting premise to me. But nonetheless, I think that that's a difficult thing because they still haven't, like, I think if they want to release anything underwater, they definitely have to make a revision to the way that templates work and to the way that those types of things work. So I just really, you know, I think there's ooh, oh come on.
I chose you.
No. What? We're losing this fight. We were like literally ambushing them really hard. But yeah, I don't expect people to even watch that 3-hour video, but as you guys can tell in that video, those of you that did watch it, like I got really excited. I got really excited. I'm very excited, and I hope that other people can get excited as well. So like the Bastion of the Penitent was built by the Wizard's Court, and then it was abandoned for some reason, and then the Mersad moved in. Like, how wild is that? Like, that is so much, like, that sentence alone, or those couple of sentences, or whatever, like, that alone is, like, such an interesting premise to, like, the continuation of the story of the Mersat and, you know, that area of the world or whatever. Like, why was the Bastion there? Was it teleported there? Like, it clearly didn't start there, right? If it's one of the bastions of the Sky Islands, maybe it crashed down. Maybe they moved the islands around and, like, that one crashed down. Like, why was there a 7th one? Right? There's, like, oh, God, there's so much. I could sit here for hours and just theorize. Oh, no, they've broken through. Repel the enemy attackers. We shall do so. I have 3 supply. Boop. Boop. There you go. That's all you're getting out of me. No more supplies.
Feels nice.
Where did they mention that? Really? Where did they mention that? Is that... I did not see that anywhere. A magical land pad? Or a land pad? Jesus, my brain. I swear to God. A land shark? A magical land shark? Oh my God, I love that. Oof. Don't entice me to switch over to Ranger now, ArenaNet. I've not been a Ranger main in a long time. Dude, that Bane guild is really good. Look at them. They're chasing us out of our own castle. That's how good they are. Shoot with those arrow cards. Get them. Try to isolate them. Try to isolate some of these characters. Like, go for those over there. There's a green just hanging out in the group. Okay. Okay. Oh, someone is using these. Someone. I was gonna say, like, one of these is not being used. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. This Bane guild is way too good. Yeah, I love that. I love that too. I don't know where that information was confirmed, but fuck, I'm excited. Even if I'm not. I saw her earlier. It's a weird choice. She has these on where she could have the writing be golden as well, but she chooses to only have that on the leg armor. It's a very interesting choice. By the way, you can't wear that. Like, what is she? She's a medium armor. Yeah, the medium armor looks different than the other armor sets. So you can't quite wear it like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm sitting here. Someone's getting mail or sending mail or something. Like, what the hell? Um, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know when I'm gonna get any videos out. Like, I want to literally today. I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on videos, and then I recorded a 3-hour video, and then I had to like edit it, and I had to like, upload it, and do all that stuff. That took like altogether probably 5 hours. So clearly, I was wiped after that. Um, and then next week we're gonna have like a streaming event. So I'm gonna be streaming for like 5 days next week. So there's clearly not gonna be any videos coming out then. I'm like, holy crap. I'm never gonna get any videos done like this. And then, which is probably a good thing, because it sounds like some of my videos are gonna need some of my scripts need some revision after Secrets of the Obscure comes out, because that might change the game, you know?
For great justice. Feels nice. Sharp blade, sharp mind. Hold the line. Stand, save yourself.
Push in when they're we gotta get the non-Bane members out. If we get the non-Bane members out, they will be without, because they're kind of, I think they're kind of using them as a shield a little bit, where because they're balled together so hard. Oh, heal, 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 heal. Ah. Let's survive that. They're kind of using them as a shield, you know what I mean? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
You can't stop me.
I'm just using shouts, which is just like giving out boons. Damn it. I can't move. Can't fucking move. There's a lot of really cool stuff that we got today. I can't wait for for the pets. I'm sure we're gonna get something else, right? They usually do at least like 2 pets. I think we've gotten what is it usually, like 4 pets that we got? I think for Heart of Thorns we got the bristleback, we got the smoke scale, we got the and 2 wyvern, right? And then did we get anything else? I think that was it, right? Or was the tiger part of that as well? Was it 5? What did we get for Path of Fire? Path of Fire, we got the cheetah, we got the iboga, the jacaranda, we got the sand shark, we got the rock gazelle. That's like 5 as well, right? I mean, if we're getting like at least 3 new pets, I would be happy with that. Not that I'm huge on Ranger anyways, but it'd be nice to just get new pets. Variety is always good. I think they don't have enough variety in the pets that they have. Oh god, what? I'm on the wrong. I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he jumping?
Feels nice.
They are really falling for this? What do you mean they're falling for this? Oh, they're running away. Interesting. After them. Oh, they're looping back around. Get in there. Oh,
No pain.
I'm healing you guys. Sweet. Should probably join the squad. Oh, I can't. Okay, it's a private squad. Always love a private squad in this world. Really good. Really useful.
Hold the line.
Use the arrow cards, guys. Do it. I want to repair the gate. Oh boy.
Receive the light, friend. Aftershock! Rebound!
And they're talking about also another thing is they're talking about how gigantic the maps are. So because they're probably going to be utilizing the verticality to the max, right? Because they're talking about how in engine this is the highest we've ever gone, meaning that they build really, really high the maps, and they probably went really, really low with them as well, because, you know, especially the Skywatch Archipelago, that being like all these different islands, like they can literally layer the islands. They can have like lower islands and then like go all the way up and put something on every layer. You know, I mean that's just like, okay, really good, right? I think having verticality means that we're gonna get, instead of having a flat plane, or having a plane that goes like a little bit up and a little bit down, we're gonna have like a square, right? A perfect square, like the whole room, which is like, that's the map, right? Can be utilized. All of it can be utilized. So we're gonna be able to move around a lot, see a lot of different things. I'm excited for that. Just exploration wise and stuff, because you gotta think, so you know, if we're gonna get only 2 maps and we would only get, let's say, 2 Heart of Thorns maps, right? There's a little bit of verticality, but there's not that much. Like if you think about a Verdant Brink and Auric Basin, right? That would not take you that long to explore. But if you get like way more vertical, oh my god, let me in. Oh, so close. Oh my god. I cannot believe what a failure our group of people are. But that's what you get with a private squad, I guess. You know, no one can join your squad unless they're like in voice chat because you want to be a douchebag. That's fine. You know. Oh. This whole house was completely destroyed. Yeah, there apparently is something that I was like looking up for, like, did you know facts and stuff, but I won't be able to actually show this. But apparently as these houses get attacked, supposedly, and I don't know if this is true, again, it's very hard to test this out, it's very hard to see, but apparently people are supposed to come out of these, like, because some of these houses are named. You can look at it. They have like names, 2 of which are named after developers. And it's supposed to be when they get destroyed or when they get attacked or something, they're supposed to come out of the house. The NPCs are supposed to come out of the house and kind of like, I guess, you know, I don't know if I don't know if they say anything specific or whatever. But yeah, at least I know they're supposed to come out of the house when it gets attacked. So, but I mean, wait, what? Are they upstairs? Yeah, they are. We drove them out. We drove them out. Okay, we're going south. We're going south. And I think this expansion is gonna have something for everyone. I know that like PvE armor might not be for everyone, or but I think like the new weapons and stuff, that's gonna be very exciting for a lot of people. And I kind of like that they don't come out with the expansion. Like I said before, I kind of like that it's staggered as it releases. Obviously that's not an excuse as like, hey, you know, half of your features are coming after the actual release of the expansion, but I just think for my consumption, giving me enough time to like consume one thing and then, you know, kind of go through it and get familiar with it, rather than having everything front loaded. So I get familiar with everything in a matter of like 3 months, and then I'm like, okay, now we have to wait another 9 months until expansion comes out or whatever, you know. I kind of like that I'm like always have something to look forward to come out, if that makes sense. I don't know. Again, I could be one of the only people that feels that way, but that's just, you know. I see both sides, but for me personally, I'm just very, it's very good. Guys, we can't defeat them. Yes, oh my god. Oh, they could just walk in. Are they gonna walk in? And they're just gonna come in here? I don't... Where are they? Do they realize this is open? Do they realize this is wide open? Are they seriously attacking the gate? Oh, no, they're not. Oh, they did realize. Okay, well. Hello, hello everyone. Oh, okay. I meant to not place that on myself. I think the least exciting thing for me currently is the whole idea of like sky scale. That whole idea to me is probably the least exciting, and then rift hunting depends on like how involved it is, how, you know, is it gonna get repetitive within a week? Like, that's my fear, right? My fear is that it's gonna get incredibly repetitive, and I don't know if I like that. You know, I just I don't know. I one way that they could perhaps do it to the point where it doesn't get too repetitive is maybe having, with every update, like new bosses that could come out of the rifts. You know, adding like possibilities of other enemies coming out of it or something. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Because if it's literally just like, oh yeah, fight this army of Cryptas, and then hey, you have a Cryptas boss, and then okay, fight an army of Cryptas, and then you have a Cryptas boss, and he looks just like the last one, and then you do that again and again and again. Like after the 5th time, I'll probably be like, all right, I'm never doing this again. I'm probably just gonna do enough of it for legendary armor. But, you know, there's people that like that kind of stuff. There's people that like to just sit there and grind away at the same enemies over and over again. You know, to each their own. I'm just not a fan of grinding, period.
Sick 'em.
Oh boy. I'm worried it's going to get repetitive too, and I worry that it's going to feel necessary to progress through the expansion. Perhaps. I think the idea is that the essences are going to be part of the legendary crafting for the armor. So it's going to be necessary if you're looking for the legendary armor. But I think if we, you know, again, it's kind of good that they don't front load the expansion. Right, if we had the expansion coming out with the PvE legendary armor, people would burn themselves out so fast on the rifts, right? Because people would be like, I gotta get this PvE legendary armor, I gotta get these essences, so I have to do rift hunting. So we're gonna go around, do rifts for the next like 3 to 6 months every single day, and then people are gonna be like, I don't want to do this anymore. But with us getting introduced to them, so we're going to play them a little bit now, and we're going to, you know, oh, maybe we want to do a little bit here, but then once the PvE legendary armor comes out, you want to go back into it, you know, maybe you kind of haven't done it in a month, and you get back into it, and then, you know, maybe that'll give it some longevity a little bit, you know, maybe get some new rewards that they, new things that we can craft with it or something over the years or over the months or something, I don't know, but, yeah, I just think that for me personally, it would get repetitive. I know that there's people out there, like specifically MMO players, like they don't care if it's repetitive. A lot of people will do the same thing over and over and over again, and they're fine with it, which is good, I guess. You know, we need those people too, because God knows.
Much better.
Receive the light, friend.
They're gonna get this. There's no way. Oh, they're coming right for us. Oh, I use green. Oh, this is just, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. I'm going this way. I don't even care. I'm sorry, guys, that are on the ground. I can't help you.
Save yourself.
I cannot help you. I'm gonna keep running. Oh, go away. Why are you even here? Go away. Oh. I didn't do it right. That's okay.
Stand your ground.
I don't know why he's coming after me. Like, are you kidding me right now? Go away. So annoying. You can't defeat me. Just stop. Just stop trying right now.
Save yourself.
So annoying. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening here? I don't. Ah! Help!
Might.
Oh god, blue is attacking them. That's why they came. This is stupid. This is dumb. Eat this. The leader of the Cryptus talks. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get dialogue. Like, ArenaNet really, like, I think one thing that they've done over the years really well is they've really learned. Whoa. Look at this guy with his little really cool, what is that, void infusion? He has a bunch of infusions on, but you know, they have, I think one thing that they do really good is like meta event fights and stuff, and like strike fights and stuff, to have like cool dialogue and making them feel epic. Like, I think ArenaNet really has that down, you know. I still think like the Balthazar fight is one of the best fights ever. And I know you can fault Icebreath Saga for a lot of things, but I think there was like really cool dialogue in the fights in Icebreath Saga and stuff. So, yeah, I think we're gonna get some cool stuff.
Freedom. Liberation.
I 100% what the medium said. Looks so good, better than the current legendary medium armors. Yeah, I mean, I need them anyway. I have no legendary armors right now. I have 2 pieces. I haven't gotten my. I have enough to get my. I only have my chest piece for heavy, and I have enough right now to get my leggings. I haven't gotten it yet because I haven't. I don't know. I've been lazy about it, but I do have all the stuff for it. So I'm just gonna get it out of necessity. If it's gonna look good or not, I don't know. Look at this. Look at that guy getting stuck in there. I don't know. Hey, thank you so much. It was a long video, and it was probably annoying. I don't know. I always feel like I get annoying. I annoyed myself with pointing out the guys like typos and spelling errors and stuff. But it was so weird. It was such a stark difference between like the first article and all the other ones. The other ones were all like very well written. They were very interesting. They were very like captivating. More captivating on this, and nothing against the guy. I'm sure he works hard for the stuff that he does, but I don't know, I was just I was like getting annoyed with myself, but I'm like, I can't help it, guys, I'm sorry. Like, it's one of my vices. What am I supposed to say? Like, it's no excuse, but you know. But yeah, thank you so much nonetheless. I don't know why I brought that up, but thank you so much for watching that. Yeah, I had a good time. I had a really good time. Ooh, I love this. That's a cool. That's the. What is this one? I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. I really love the idea of the fleshy stuff coming into the game. Like, I really can't wait to get like fleshy weapons, like weapons that are like really gross, fleshy. Outfits that are like fleshy looking, like the macabre stuff. I'm looking for more of the darker macabre stuff rather than the like oh, here's a shiny little golden winged longbow or a fiery scepter or whatever. Like, I want to see dark stuff. I want to see like really gruesome, dark things. That's what I'm doing. You're currently working, or one of the other? I am working on the heavy. Yeah, I'm kind of working on the World vs. World heavy. I'm not going for the um one that has the like cool look to it. I'm just going for the basic one. So it's not like I'm getting any, like, I'm not getting the actual look of the legendary one. I'm just getting the actual stat one. But yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get the ones with the cool look at some point. At some point in like 20 years. I don't know. When I get my shit together. But yeah, I mean, it's just that, you know, that was kind of the armor that I'm like, I need to work on something. So I'll probably do the heavy armor through World vs. World, and then I'll do the PvE armor. I'll do the light armor first, and then we're gonna see with medium armor. I don't really play very many medium classes right now. I do play Ranger quite a lot. Oh no, this is I already picked this. What am I doing? I'm like, oh, look over things you can interact with. Yay. The commander left again. See, it's so weird how these commanders come in and go every 10 seconds. Of course we can't defend anything. Verdant Brink grind to finish off the Heart of Thorns masteries. Nice. I actually like that. I mean, do you like it? Do you enjoy it? I actually enjoy going into Verdant Brink. I think it's still one of the best maps. It's super fun. I really like the way that the meta is designed. I really like the way that the reward structures there are with the different caches that you can get and stuff. I don't know. I like it. It's a good map. And it doesn't feel too like, if you're a decent player, it doesn't feel too punishing to be there by yourself. Where, like, I think later expansions, it feels a little punishing when you're by yourself doing stuff. In Heart of Thorns, you always feel like you can contribute, because the metas are designed where it's like, oh, even a person that's just here doing like a couple events here and there, they still make an impact on the whole meta, which the Heart of Thorns ones were designed really well that way. It was probably rushed. What are we talking about? What was rushed? Oh, the article, you mean? It probably was, I'm guessing. But it's kind of weird because I'm guessing they had the same deadline as the other journalists, right? Like, he had the same deadline as all the other journalists that we saw. But and the other, like I said, running it through like a word, you know, like a spell check. Whoa, this is really cool. Look at this guy. We saw him earlier, but now we get to see him with the horns and stuff. He's made like a Satan looking like dark. That's really cool. That's a cool fashion choice there. Our tag just quit. Yeah. I'm gonna move the, you guys can't ever read the chat, and I always just read it, and then you guys get to see what it says. But yeah, you know, just running it through a spell check takes like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? There was a bunch of stuff that he could have just run it through a spell check and it would have been fine. You know, I get like the Maguma thing, for example. That's like me being nitpicky. Obviously, like, who gives a shit about, you know, it missing a U or an M or whatever, right? It's like that, you know, it's fine. Stuff like that happens. But there were certain ones that were just like egregious, where like, you know, you misspell battle twice. Like, you're consistent on your mistakes that you're doing. That's funny to me. That's really funny to me. I'm just like, okay, all right, you know, so. I mean, who knows how many articles a week they need to write. So I'm sure he's probably sitting there at like, you know, fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's just like, I need to type up this Guild Wars 2 article before tomorrow's 7 a.m. or whatever, you know, or today 7 a.m. And I'll probably do the 3-hour video during work tomorrow. Okay. There's a, I mean, I knew right off the bat. Like, I see article after article after article. So first, like, this is how my morning went, right? I got up and I was just sitting at the computer and I was like watching stuff on on YouTube, and I was just kind of relaxing, and I was actually playing some Digimon World, and I'm just like, you know, relaxing or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, well, let me see if we're getting a blog post, right? Because I was like kind of thinking like, am I gonna make a video or what's gonna happen, right? And then I look on Reddit, and the first thing I see was the post on Twitter. So I'm just like, oh, what the heck is going on with this? And then I go back to Reddit and I see that there's all these posts of these articles, and then someone had like kind of condensed them together. They'd made like one post where they had all of the articles, and I go in and there's 4 articles. And I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? So I'm like, okay. So that's when I typed in Discord. I was like, guys, I'm gonna just wait to see if there's a blog post. And then the 2 German articles came onto that same post, and then the Italian one, and then we got the blog post, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, this, I'm gonna make a video and it's gonna be like, I in my head thought it was gonna be 2 hours, but I ended up going 3 hours. I'm like, holy crap. That's why by the end of it I was just like, all right, enough. I'm like just looking at it, and I've acknowledged it, and you know, I can sit here in Theorycraft for another 3 hours, but I'm just gonna just kind of leave it at where it is, you know. So I was just like, no, this is not happening. I did the same with the world as well. Heavy. I didn't want to wait for extra tickets to get the glowy version. Yeah, I mean, that's like, you know, I'm not a huge fan of those glowy pieces anyways. I think we have more than enough other glowy pieces that we don't necessarily need. That I don't necessarily need that. I'm really just doing it for the convenience. I'm not a huge fan of the weird glowy tentacles coming out. Like, I think that's weird, so. I've geared up 2 bladed armor sets on every all so far as my guide. Yeah, that's the best way to get a stat select armor. Is honestly doing that. Like, you can, that is the best way nowadays to get stat select armor, I think, is doing the Verdant Brink grind. Because you can get those bladed chests, and you can get bladed codes from doing the meta event and stuff. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to do it. Might not have been their first, English might not have been their first language though, but yeah, they didn't even spell check. Speaking of language, Ceres is an interesting name. It is indeed Greek, and means horn, hence triceratops. Well, they said it means bowl. It means bowl or Taurus or something like that is what they, because you know, I talked about that in the video. I looked it up or whatever. So it actually talks about like a constellation. The constellation of like Taurus or whatever. That's what Ceres is like. That's what Ceres means. So there's like an interesting connection, because we talked about like how the, you know, the night sky and the stars in the sky, right? And then we're talking about Ceres, which is a Greek name for one of the constellations. Like, there's a little bit of a connection there as well, I think. So that's very cool. But yeah, very interested. It's gonna be like a Deimos 2.0, like a mutilated Deimos. Oh god, here comes Bane. Bane is here to warp us out of existence. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully they can't pass through. Oh, and they can't. Well, I tried my best. Oh well, I have lost. I mean, it's kind of weird though. Like, why would they be writing an article in English if that's not their first language? It seems kind of strange to me. I mean, I guess I could, like, English isn't my first language, and if I were to get in a job as a writer, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being really nitpicky, but I just think as someone that writes for a living, you should at least run it through spell checker. Like, again, I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't know why I'm bashing on the poor guy. I'm a stickler for those types of things, and it's just, my brain just can't help. I get hung up. Like I said, I was trying to read that one sentence where it says something about form a rift or something, and I was like, what? Form a rift? Form a demon realm? Form a demon realm? What's going on? We're forming a demon realm? And I literally was just like hung up on that. It was like my brain flatlined for a minute, and I was just like, what? What's going on? You know, and it was just like, oh, it was an error. We're talking about from a demon realm. Oh, okay, got it. And that was just really funny to me too, that part. Oh, you get buried in warlord boxes. I don't do it enough to really get those warlord boxes, and I have too many characters that I keep on equipping with like random stuff. So I run out of gear a lot. But yeah, I think as someone that likes to have a lot of different characters and try out to have like these random non-meta builds that I'm running, it would just be really nice to have stat selectable stuff, so that I don't have to waste my time getting that type of gear, you know? What did you say? Need Bane to run into Green Zerg? Why? Not like that's gonna help. They're gonna demolish the Green Zerg. I mean, green is winning, but probably on other maps. Probably not here, though. Their home, in their borderlands, they're dominating. They're dominating. I really hope that today sparked the hype. You know, like I said, I'm a little torn between getting like all these articles all at once and getting a blog post and getting a Twitter post a week before, and we like up until this point, like marketing has been very bare bones and there hasn't been a lot of info, and there's been like blog posts and a couple articles here and there, but nothing like where they do like a dump of info, right? Like they did today. So it's a little it's a bittersweet thing, you know, because I wish we would have gotten some of that info before so we could have speculated a little bit on some stuff and talked about it in depth. Now we're getting this just information dump, and it's like, wow, everyone's hyped, but it's also like 7 days away, so there isn't gonna be like people that are gonna be like, oh, let's try to like theorize on what's gonna happen. We're all just like in the mode of like, all right, let's just wait for this to come out and play it, you know what I mean? Let's just like, let's get hyped and let's just play it. So it's a bittersweet for me personally. I think it's a good thing. I think overall it's a really good thing what happened today, to get people hyped like a week before the expansion is coming out. Like I think, oh, why am I trying to go through? I think that's like, it's pretty small. Oh, there they go. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. And I'm in combat still. And I'm running. And I'm running. And I'm running. And I'm running. And I'm. Don't look back. Don't look back. Trash. Wow. That commander got obliterated. He just got run over. Trash. Why are we calling, like, who's this Toxiquin? Toxiquin. Eldritch T. That's a funny name. I like that. Patch note T's. Did we get one? Or are we talking about like, would it be nice to get one? Or is it like a patch note tease? I was trying to look at your character, I'm sorry. I always look at the cool fashion that people have. What is that? What is he wearing there? What is that armor with the runes on it? Did you guys see that? What the heck is that? He disappeared. Are you kidding me? What an asshole. I don't know what he was wearing. It looked really cool though. Oh, it's the commander that said trash. Well, no, I get what you're talking about, but like, are you talking about like they should do that, or they did they do that? I don't know if they did that. Did they do that? Or is that something you're hoping they will do or would do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what's this. I'm trying to read this discussion and I was just like, no, oh, they should. That would be insane. Well, the problem. Oh, okay, well, bye. See you later. I'm not sticking around for that. I don't know why we're doing this. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we not just taking this stupid camp up there? I'm going towards that camp. Um, you know, but because they don't maybe know, like maybe they could tease it in the sense of like, here's a part of it, but they don't quite, they're probably like still working the bugs out and stuff. You know, they're working on like different, oh God, green is attacking that tower. I'm not gonna go over there because I'm gonna get attacked by green and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna deal with that. Trust me on this one, Ceres mainly refers to horned. There's a Ceres god, a Ceres bull, and a Ceres goddess. They all sound similar, but the Greek spelling's different. It causes a lot of confusion. Is that right? Jeez. Okay. I will trust you on that. I mean, horned would really, like, fit, right? With all the horned demons that we have seen. You know, Deimos, Canaxi, and now Ceres being, like, all horned demons. I mean, I'm just excited to see like how fleshy and gross he looks. That's what I want to see. Or her. Could be a female, right? Could be, or maybe they're gender neutral actually. Oh, I understand this conversation now. They're saying, where was all this TC and Tarnished Coast energy on our link? When, I guess when whatever server Eldritch T is on was teamed up with Tarnished Coast, which I don't know if it's Blackgate or Northern Shiver Peaks, one of the two. But there wasn't that kind of energy where they were just like, I guess, I don't know what's going on with this Bane, the Bane people, the Bane Guild. I've heard that name before, but dude. Alright, let's go defend. Yeah, so that looks like that's gonna be the Temple of Thebes or Phoebe or Phebe. Babe? I don't know. But that looks like it's gonna be the strike mission, right? Which is really cool. I wish we get more of that fleshy stuff in the open world too. Like I want to see more of that fleshy stuff out and about. But again, I feel like that's gonna be map 3. I still have a feeling that map 3 is gonna be fleshy and demony and like evilly and all those things. To kind of contrast, because they're probably gonna try to contrast because they have the chaotic Skywatch Archipelago, which is just like this hodgepodge of different like timelines and alternate realities and distorted worlds and stuff here and stuff there and all the stuff, right? And then they're gonna go into boom. We're now talking about Amnitas, which is like these golden white marble spires and buildings and you know and to contrast that map we're gonna get a dark evil one as the third one. Like that would be really cool. I think that would like kind of give us like 3 very distinct maps from each other rather than having them be anything like the last one. You know what I mean? Like I want them to feel very different, so to give us a reason to go back to each of them. I think End of Dragons did that really well. End of Dragons, you know, obviously they were leaning on stuff that we already have seen in Guild Wars Swan, but they did really good with like Saitong looked very different to Kaineng City, and then Kaineng City was very different to the Ekwild Forest, and the Ekwild Forest looked very different to the Jade Sea. So you know, that to Dragon's End. So that was very nice, and I like when it's like that, you know, in a release. Yeah, I really hope that we get some kind of demon realm or something like that. We still have the whole, you know, what do you guys think about, so we have the different schools of magic, and I talked about how that is, I don't know if it's a lore discrepancy or what, but it's very different to what we have seen in Guild Wars 1, right? In Guild Wars 1, we actually got to see other four schools of magic, and are we safe to go in there, or is Bane coming for us? Oh, we have a new commander now. Yep, we have a new commander. Oh, green is here. Oh boy. The blue is gonna appear out of nowhere and just whack you guys. Run you through. Like a spear. Just waiting for him. Should push. Should we really push? No.
Give me energy.
But yeah, the symbol. Oh, there's Bane. Oh god, Bane is just. Look at this. Look at that over there. Ooh boy. Is green just running? Is that what's happening now? Yeah, blue is fucking them up.
I wield great wisdom.
I'm gonna go. This is not gonna happen. I don't think this is gonna happen to us. Are they gonna loop around and attack us from behind? Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Guys, be careful, they're coming from that side. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm going this way so I can escape this way. Maybe? I don't know. I can't tell. Ah, I'm so scared. They're chasing out green. Oh, they're still fighting over there. Okay, never mind. Get it real quick. Uh-oh. Oh, they're coming. Oh no, they're coming. Ah! Everyone get feared. Get feared. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Nope, turn around everyone. Turn the fuck around.
Such might.
Oh my god. I shouldn't have done that. Now I'm in combat. Go, 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 go. Run, run, run. Oh my god, they're right behind me. Ah!
Enough endurance.
I'm trying to block as much as I can. Here's some Aegis. Here's more Aegis.
Receive the light, friend.
No, please stop. Please, no. I almost have made it. My children need me. Leave me. Ah, take that, evil doer. Oh, thank you. I was like, I don't want to die again.
Hold the line.
It's like Dark Souls over here, the amount of deaths that I have today. How do you feel about the Bastions being constructs of the wizards rather than the Mersad? I like it because I talked about how, you know, it kind of homes in on the thing that I talked about before, where, you know, we're still kind of missing the motivations of the Mersad, right? We don't really know why the Mersad did what they did, like why they, you know, were at war with the, like, you know, were they only at war with the Seers because of the Bloodstone, or was there some other reason? We also don't know why they were coming back, why they were invading like Kryda and trying to take over Kryda. Like, what was the push for that? You know, what was the reason? They were just looking for followers? They could have just taken the followers. They could have just taken all the White Mantle and gone back to wherever their city was. Like, there seems to be some kind of weird backstory that deals with the Mersad, and maybe you know, kind of involving them in the story in that way, where they're like they didn't build the Bastion of the Penitent. Like, I think that's very interesting. I think that's very cool. I really like that, because I don't think at all that the Bastion even looks like it was built by the Mersad. Like, that's not what I would expect Mersad structures to look like. So it really fits the theme. Like, obviously they probably didn't think of this beforehand, but it really fits the idea of like, hey, they didn't build this. This was here like before they got here. I really like that, you know. And there's like stories to explore with the Mersad. Like, we still have somewhere out in the Woodland Cascades, we have a huge city of spires of the Mersad, where the Mersad lived, that Saul D'Alessio found. We still have that out there, right? So there, I think leaning into that type of stuff is really good. Drizzlewood style thing where they release all the maps in halves, have a pristine half and a corrupted half. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the half and half. I think that wasn't. I don't think that that's a. I don't think it's a good idea to do those. Honestly, like I don't. That's again me personally. I just think it didn't really like Drizzlewood is like the first half is good, the second half people don't really like. And it's just kind of like you're extending the meta event because you want to make, you want to make the first half interesting, but you also want to make the second half interesting. And then I think Biora Marches has like two different metas, and it's like one side feels very disconnected from the other side. I don't know. I don't like the half map. Um, if they release the whole map as like all at once, and they have one half of it be corrupted and the other half not, that could still be cool. Like, that could still be really cool, where you get the first half, where you have maybe structures of the wizard's court and stuff that are like kind of a defensive fort against where the the cryptas are, or maybe it's in the realm of the cryptas, and like there's like an attacking force of the Astral Ward or the Wizard's Court or whatever that are like fighting, and they have like a stronghold there. Maybe they took something over of the cryptas, and the first half is like okay, but then the second half is where like bad stuff happens. Like, they could do it that way, and then just have like the meta event be on the second half. But I just think doing like half here and half here kind of, that idea was also one of the ones that I didn't really agree with during Icewood Saga. I think that kind of fell flat a little bit, I think, in my opinion at least. Also, if the Mersads can go between phases, why should they let themselves be slaughtered by Shining Blade? I bet there's some Mersad left. It's so weird because they keep reiterating, and anytime Mersad come up, where it's just like the last Mersad and the Mersad are gone, which is like, okay, I mean, perhaps, but yeah, you're right. Like, why would they phase into existence and go to war with the White Mantle into Kryda and literally just be destroyed so much to the point where there's only one guy left? Like, that's so weird. Like, what's the driving force behind that? What's the idea? We never actually get a conversation with a Mersad during the whole time of Guild Wars 1. We have Lazarus that kind of he talks about how I'm gonna curse your children's children or whatever, right? Where he's like, for generations you guys are gonna be cursed, and I'm gonna come back, you'll see. And then he does come back, but again, when he comes back in that short instance where where we kill him, he just kind of is like, oh my god, I'm a Mersad, I'm whatever, right? And he kind of dies. And it's just like, we never had a conversation with them. We know nothing about their driving force. We know nothing about like even their structure. Like, the whole leadership, we kind of just kill them off. But we don't know nothing about them. So they can really expand well on the Mersad there. I think there's some really deep stuff. I wonder then, is the Eye of the not a Mersad construct? So apparently the Eye of the Mersad is, even because I recently did some research on the like Mersad stuff or whatever, and the Eye of Janthier apparently is gone now. So the Mersad were the masters of it. It said that the Mersad were the masters of the Eye, and now that they don't, like, this is one of the evidence, like one of the points that we have that we can use as evidence that the Mersad are gone, is that the Eye at the end of that season 3 and Siren's Landing, that instance, the Eye apparently is it disappears, but it doesn't disappear in the sense of like it's going somewhere else, but apparently it dissolves into nothing. Like, it completely it's done. It doesn't even exist anymore. It's gone. It's completely it just evaporates into nothingness because its masters are now gone. So that is the one evidence that we have that the Mersat were the master of the Eye of Janthier, but like we don't know anything about Janthier. Like, who is Janthier? Why are these islands called Janthier? What do the Mersat have to do with it? You know, I recently did all the Krytos stuff in Guild Wars 1 on stream, and we read the tablets of the Janthier, the tablets of Janthier, which talk about the unseen ones, right? There's so much mystery surrounding the Mersat. Even if they are gone, we could still find information about them. We can still find out about what it means, like, you know, what they did. Like, there's, you know, we could go to like these abandoned cities of the Mersat that are now inhabited by, like, I don't know, cryptids or other creatures or whatever, and we could find out about the past of the Mersat. You know, what kind of, you know, perhaps what their driving force was, or just whatever, you know. Oh, look at this. This is cool. This is the toy infusion. Is it this? I think this is the toy infusion. The black eyes are what kind of gets me. Looks cool. Bastion of the Pendant had a lot of eye motifs. At the time, we assumed it was because of the Eye of Janthier. The Astral Wards seem to have a lot of eye stuff on their armor. I wonder then, is the Eye of Janthier also not a Mersat construct? Yeah. So I guess I read that second message was not the first one. So I talked about the eye motif in the video as well, and I kind of just, because I didn't want to waste too much time of editing the video, so I kind of just threw in the picture of the the map of the mists. Like, look up the map, Lord Audrin's map of the mists, right? You can look it up on the wiki, and it has, like, I talked about this, right? Because there's a lot of connection with, we talked about this, the night sky, that, my theory is that all the stars are different realms in the mists, right? And the night sky is actually the mists. And that's what we're looking at when we're looking into the skies. We're looking into the mists. And that, you look at the map of the mists, and you can see in the middle, there is the sun icon, or what looks to be the sun, which is the center of the mist, which is the rift, right? And that has an eye symbol on it. It's like a little eye symbol is what the very center of that is. So that's what makes that whole map so super interesting when we're thinking about the Wizard's Court, which are all these people that, we get a lot of eye motifs, right? You talk about the Eye of Janthier. Perhaps there is something that is connected with the maybe the Eye of Janthier. Maybe Janthier is a Cryptus, or maybe it's a faction of the Cryptus. Maybe it's House House Janthier. Maybe it's, maybe there's some kind of connection there or something. I know that we have Greek names that we're kind of going with, and I don't think Janthier is a Greek name, but I'm saying, like, maybe there's some kind of connection, and that's why we get the eye motif, because we have the rifts as well. Remember, we have the rifts with the eyeballs in it, which is an opposing force to the Wizard's Court, but they also have an eye motif. So the eye motif is in all these different factions that perhaps might have something to do with the mists. Right? They're all kind of, they all have a connection to the mists. The Mersat have a connection to the mists just because of phasing out of reality and kind of going on, like, in between planes and being magical people and taking over like an area of the world that was built by the Wizard's Court, right? So there's a connection between those two and the mists, and then we have the Wizard's Court. Obviously, there's a connection to the mists, right? And then we have the cryptas, which are from the mists, right? So there's, like, eye motifs that are doing, they're kind of like, there's a big eye motif thing that has to do with the mists, and it could perhaps something to do with in the mists or something. I don't know, but there definitely seems to be some connection between all of those things, in my opinion. Imagine if Asteroid was so full of ancient stuff and mysteries that you see Mersat and Seer flying near each other in greetings like, "Hey Gary, hello John." That would be insane. I would be like, oh my god. Like, I already love that we have a Jin next to a Largos next to a Tengu. Like, that sounds like a, I mean, that sounds like a beginning of a bad joke, right? It's like, you know, a Jin, a Tengu, and a Largos walk into a bar. You know, it's like, whoa, okay, like that's crazy to me. That's just, it's wild. Like we're gonna get some cool interactions. Oh, look at this! I got this. I got this thing right here, which is, look at how tiny that looks. Look at that. It's like a tiny little. It looks like a toy bow. Toy bow. Jesus, that's a weird word. Toy bow. Look at all the loot I've gotten tonight. Jeez, and we're running out of participation here, guys. I'm just saying. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Green took this as well. Why are we getting double teamed? Why are we getting like anally? Well, this is happening there. Why are we getting like raped by everyone? And not making fun of rape. Raping is not. It's not a fun subject, but I feel like that's what's happening. It's a metaphorical rape. I know I can't defeat them, but I just want to get a little bit of participation so I don't lose all of it. Why are they all coming for us? Why is I hope blue is like invading. Oh, we have someone in the castle right now. All right, cool. Green is not defending, so they're hanging out here. Yeah, don't forget the eyes also in the middle of the Eternal Alchemy. But it's not, see, and people keep making, and I'm not saying that you guys are like crazy, but like I feel like I'm going crazy when I feel like when we talk about this, because that is, you're talking about the map, you're mistaking the map of the all with the map of the miss. As far as I know, there's no eyeball in the middle of the all. The map of the all and the map of the miss are like two different. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a world map of our world when I type that in. I'm like, that's not what we're looking for here. There's no eyeball in the middle. What's in the middle is our planet. In the middle of all of it is Tyria. Why? I don't know. But you're mistaking the map of the all with the map of the mist, and we're gonna compare these. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Like, cause I had that same discussion yesterday, and I'm just like, am I going crazy or what's happening? Because we have the map of the all and the map of the miss, and there's the two different things. Not saying that they're not connected to each other, but why am I doing this? So the map of the all does not have an eye symbol in the middle. It's just an orb in the middle. It's always like our world surrounded by 6 others. We also have someone made the comparison with the map of the Realm of Torment, which I do agree with. During the cutscene, when you see the Eternal Alchemy, it looks like an eye, similar in color to the Corruption and End of Dragons. Really? I don't remember that. Let me look at it. Does the Guild Wars 2 OMAD's Machine Cinematic? Or something like that. There we go. We'll look at it. Can we decipher something out of that? Is there something that we can draw connections from that old ass cinematic? I don't know. See, it's so it's the pale, it's what looks like the pale tree in the middle. It's the two, this is just an orb. I wouldn't call that an eyeball. To me, that's just an orb surrounded by 6 smaller orbs. Yeah, I don't know if that's really supposed to be an eyeball. Yeah, well, I think we're talking about the at the end when the orbs are floating, like floating around, and then the one orb flies into the middle orb. It's supposed to represent Tyria. The planet Tyria is supposed to be in the middle, which is also weird. Like, why is Tyria, the planet Tyria, the center of the whole magic, right? Of everything? That's kind of weird to me. Kind of strange. Kind of strange to me. How exciting were the post-release today? Just having a third party reassuring that the gameplay and the scope of the expansion is of a decent quality was the biggest promotion so far. I mean, it was super exciting. I mean, I made a 3-hour video. Clearly, I'm excited. Like, I've been excited, but I'm like super excited now. It was reassuring. What was not reassuring was the amounts of bugs that they talked about are in the expansion. So like a little worried about that, but we'll have to see. You know, ArenaNet just really needs to get better at fixing bugs. I think they just need to get better with that type of stuff. They need to realize that even though this might not be the current the current release or the current thing that they're working on, like as they move forward, after they release it, but still is part of their game that they need to fix. So. Well, it was supposed to be. It's kind of weird because I feel like I feel like they like didn't really retcon it, but they explained it in like weird ways of what we're actually seeing in that cinematic. I feel like they kind of explained it in a sense where, they're saying that this orb that we see in the middle is supposed to be Tyria, and it's supposed to be like our world, and then the 6 orbs are the dragons that are like around it, right? And by having one killed, which was at the time that was Zaitan, that was like the orb that flew like right in there or whatever. That's what's affecting, because it's that magic is, instead of being a separate being or whatever, it's just getting thrown into that world, and it's throwing that world, that center orb, out of balance, I think is what they were trying to. Okay. Shouldn't have dismounted. We're getting crushed. This is the end. In your freaking face is gonna die if he's gonna stand there and do nothing. No! I'm trying to block them as much as I can. No. I did my best, guys. I tried my best. Couldn't even use my 2 skill. Guild Wars 2 never had any bugs? Yeah. Let's not even talk about it. There's bugs to this day from things that shouldn't have bugs. So ArenaNet needs to get better with that stuff. I think that is one of probably one of my biggest nitpicks with ArenaNet is just like not fixing bugs, old bugs. But nonetheless, I think that whole cinematic, what I was just gonna say, I think is very confusing, and I feel like they try to explain it in very many different ways. Like, we keep seeing it, like, during season 1 and during season 2, and, they talk about the all and blah, 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 and, it had to do with the dragons and stuff, and, because then they show it again later on with, like, in a different cinematic, in a different way, and it looks different, and it's just very, like, okay, why does this not look the same way? And it's very strange. It's very weird, but it's 2 different maps that we're talking about, which I myself got those 2 maps. I get them confused all the time, but there's one map of the Mist and one map of the All, and the map of the Mist is what's interesting here, because it has the eyeball thing, and it has all those things going on. All right, well, I just ran right into my death, didn't I? Well, my theory was the initial cycle that opened the corruption to the dragons was caused by the Wizard's Tower. But ArenaNet said has no relation to the dragon story. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're really trying to leave the dragon story behind. While that is a great theory, I think that would be really cool to think that the Wizard's Tower was the cause of like some kind of magical corruption that happened to the dragons. I really think ArenaNet is not gonna touch the dragon story at all anymore. They got rid of Oreen in the story. They're getting rid of like all the people that like and Dragon's Watch, right, which was there, like it's literally in the name, to watch the, you know, to attack the dragons, to take care of the issue with the dragons and stuff. Like they're getting rid of those people. They're really trying to step away from that. I don't think they're gonna build any type of relations to the dragon story, any connections to the dragon story. I think they have really and it's a good thing. I think having this whole 10-year story wrapped up, done with it, dragon story done with it, I think is good. Because if we keep making these connections to the dragon story, we convolute it and we might retcon something in the end, and it might just kind of invalidate some stuff that we heard about before, you know. And it just, I think we're done with the dragon story. I think we're done with it. I think we're gonna see Oreen interact in some way. I talked about this on Discord the other day, where I think maybe we're gonna see a scion of hers. You know, because that is something that they can definitely do, right? They can have her have a scion or something that can perhaps take her place. I don't know why this guy is like following me, and like you can't kill me. Just stop, dude. Just stop.
Set him up for the kill.
See, and then now you. Oh, he has that legendary horn. That's cool.
Wear him down.
Yeah.
Hold the line. Receive the light, friend.
I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave.
Save yourselves. Hold the line.
That guy better leave, because he's about to get crushed.
Receive the light, friend.
My favorite bug to this day is the KO strike. Planning Overlook strike having the CM mechanics on normal mode. The Prudent was trying to get their turtle, got obliterated with a sniper. Long catcher is also top tier bug. The long char thing, that was really funny. That was like a really cool like April Fool's thing, I feel like. I didn't know about the Canning Overlook getting that. I don't do enough strike missions, I guess. I really should do more. Just whatever. But yeah, they I didn't know that. That's an interesting bug. I think the Torment angle is probably the best bet with Zoja's return. I missed the perma dodge bug for Ranger. Oh, what is that bug? I don't know about that bug. Perma dodge? Or do I know about that bug? What is that bug? I want to know about it. It sounds interesting. Yeah, the Torment angle with Zoja. Yeah, I like the idea. You know, I think we're going into like the corruption of the mind with these demons and stuff, and I think we're talking about like evil emotions feeding demons and stuff. So I really think we're going like into a little bit of psychological things there, a little bit of the macabre, a little bit of that type of stuff. I think we're in for some great stuff. Let's just pump out some boons here. Boon Master. Ow. Great. Good job. We're just failing really hard today. It's just not even good. Blue just took that tower from us again. Jesus.
Refreshing.
Not good. None of this is good. We're just gonna get some of these plants. Get some plants here. I think overall, like, I'm very glad that today's stuff was like received pretty well by people. I think most people are pretty excited. I think a lot of people that were maybe on the fence have now like, you know what? Maybe this is gonna be worth it. So I'm pretty sure we probably saw a spike of pre-orders today, just simply for the fact of all the stuff that we had released today, which I think is great.
Mine. I wield great wisdom.
Drying off.
The evade on Greatsword was 0.75 seconds, this will not match to the animation, so with quickness, before nerf, the auto rotation was 0.67 seconds. As long as you had quickness and could auto, you had permanent evade. Really? Oh, that's really, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that, that's really interesting. So technical, right? It's like you kind of, there's just like one little thing that doesn't work in an animation and it can throw something completely off. It really shows you how like complicated it is to like make a game, you know, like that. I missed the Weaver Sunspot bug, melting down all the raid bosses. Yeah, I did hear about that one. That one I did hear about. I don't play, I don't play raids and I don't play Weaver. But yeah, that's I heard about that, and I heard about how people were just like doing so much damage, and I'm like, okay. Again, it's bound to happen in a game like this, you know, but luckily they fixed those things. Like, what's a bug that's still in the game that they haven't fixed? Let's talk about that. What's a long-standing bug that, see, we got both here. We got green here, red here, and blue here. Like, they're all on our, why are they here? Go somewhere else. I always hate this. Why does this happen every week to us? Every week this happens to us. Revenge for all the downstage rotations. That's really... For all that downstage rotation.
Lightning bolt.
Mish King, I don't know if you're in chat, but I just saw your comment on my video. Told you this would happen. What is this?
All right. Hello,
Oh,
everyone.
my old video was my own video was recommended to me. I was like, ooh, what is this? And I thought it was something that Arena posted. No, it's my 3-hour video that was posted. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna stand up here and just watch this happen. Watch green completely destroy us. Look at this. This is so unfair. We're fighting blue and green in our own territory. It's so unfair.
Next.
Such might.
Oh, hello there. I just want to get participation at this point. I don't think we're gonna be winning anything. Look at this guy over here. Jesus, you see that guy? He's wearing that like magic big shoulder armor thing, and then he has a big chainsaw. Scary look. I found it out and made a perma quickness build for Ranger and did fights of Weathers this world. Ended up having an inevitably warp to me to ask what I was doing. Oh wow, that's scary. That's like having dad come into the room when you're like you know, you're just like kind of fucking off or whatever, and it's like, you know, and you're being really loud with your siblings or something, and you're just like, you know, because my sister and I have had moments like that where we're just like, you know, we're just playing around, we're doing whatever, and we're really loud, and our parents are like, shut up, be quiet, and we're just like, hey, laughing, and then dad comes into the room, we're like, okay, we're gonna stop now. Like, that's how it is, you know what I mean? That's kind of what it feels like. It's like, okay, daddy, ArenaNet, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop right now. Bug they still haven't fixed.
Liberation.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, oh, we have a teleport into the inner circle. go, guys. Do it. Come up here. Let's get this. Yeah, that's an. I got lucky. I did it recently, randomly. I just went in there. I just happened to pass along it, and I was like, let's just go in there, and I did, and it worked fine for me actually. I didn't bug out. I keep being very lucky when it comes to bugs. I keep on not encountering many bugs. I have a lot of people that like constantly show me bugs that happen and talk about it, but I don't have any bugs that ever happen to me, which is a little disappointing actually, because I wish some bugs would happen to me. I'm like, you know, not necessarily where like, oh, my loot box didn't spawn, but like where like funky things happen. You know? Like, can I get some quickness? Does anyone have a quickness here? I don't have a quickness build on, but... Who owns this green? Oh, green is definitely coming for us someday. Unless they're currently... Oh, there they are. We're leaving. I'm leaving.
Focus. Concentration.
Making waves.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming. Hold the line, guys. Point is really good. We have this guild, the leader that the commander. Oh my god, I can't even think of the word. The commander that we have right now is from Coin, and Coin is a really good guild, really good World vs. World guild. So I'm actually confident that we can win this. Kill that guy. Kill that guy so I can get back up. Yep, there we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you? It's because I'm not in the fucking squad, and it's driving me fucking crazy because you get no priorities on anything. Oh, right, and then this we can't teleport, and I'm losing all my loot, missing out on all the loot bags right now. So annoying. So annoying. Continual depths. There's still a spot to get out of bounds. Oh, really? There is. Nice. I didn't know that. I mainly do raids, which is an aspect of the game that has not been polished for a while. Friends is cute. I mean, you know, I still do dungeons, which is probably the buggiest of messes, honestly. There's so many bugs in dungeons. It's crazy. There's a lot of ways that you can like block your progress and stuff in the like in a raw stuff. Instance Q2 has a bug where a very deadly attack seems to despawn, but if you step on it, you get damaged. Oh, really? Open world is not too bad. And story instance, they're good at fixing them eventually. Yeah, those, I mean, because they always have a focus on that, but yeah, instance stuff, there's like, fractals are pretty, like, you know, and I guess you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be potentially really wrong on this, but it seems like fractals aren't as buggy either. Did we make this? We didn't even make this. We died. Great. I have a stupid res build with Mesmer. I love that. I love that because you have the illusion of life or whatever that thing is called, where you can revive a friendly player or whatever. I really love that. I love builds that are built around reviving friends. I mean, I made some stupid builds. What was the last week? I made all those dumb builds, and then everyone kind of left because they were like, "This is really stupid. We're not watching this." There was a bunch of people that left as I was doing those builds last week. There were some dumb builds that I made, but whatever. I wanted to try out different things, guys. Look at all this loot. Look at all of this freaking loot. There's so much loot. Oh boy. Oh, illusion of life, mimic, and feedback. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can kind of do the same with like Guardian, right? Because Guardian has the revive thing as well, and we have the it's not feedback, but we have the other bubble that we can use. right? Because you have this that revives a nearby downed ally. And then you can have the bubble when you revive, which I don't have right now. Right here, you can have the same thing. But yeah, with the mesmer, that's very interesting to do it with the mesmer, because you can also do like invisibility with the mesmer, so you can like revive people while they're like while you're invisible. That's kind of cool. Dungeons were insane with bugs. You can do one-shot Lipicus and Reflects to this day. I remember at the time it was breaking out of the map where Raw Explorer was the meta. Yeah, again, it's one of the reasons the bugs and the you know, seriously, the bugs is one of the reasons why to this day I still don't have my Dungeon Master title, because I have tried multiple times. It's a raw that I got stuck at. I've tried multiple times now, sitting there for hours trying to do the raw explorable dungeons, and I just run into bugs. There was one bug where with a group, this was a few years ago, I might have even been streaming that at the time, where I was going in with some friends and we were trying to do the dungeon, and we ended up getting stuck. There was a when you go out, there's the one boss that's like in the shipyard or whatever. There's all these ships around or something, these broken down ships, and there's a boss that spawns, and then we kind of, if you wipe at the boss, you have to like go back or something, but you actually get locked out of the arena. So we ended up like trying for like an hour to get back into the arena. I think we actually ended up making it through, but it literally took us an hour just getting back into arena so we could like fight this boss or whatever. It was so annoying, and we didn't finish the dungeon. We never, because then we ran into like other bugs, and it was at this point we had been working on this dungeon for 2 hours on one dungeon path for 2 hours, and it was just absolutely obscene how I've never finished it up until, you know, I mean, I would love to finish it, but it's so riddled with bugs. Do I want to deal with that? I don't think so. Bugs are content, sure. I guess they are, right? They keep us entertained for many years. What is this staff? It's a cool looking staff. So many skins. I have the Emperor title, but it was before Universal Outfits unlocked, so I don't have any. Oh, see, I have that too. There was a bunch of different skins that I had that were really cool that I got before that happened as well, before the wardrobe stuff happened, that I don't have anymore. Yeah, that same thing happened to me. Shame. Such a shame, isn't it? Yeah, I still don't. I mean, I have some of the racial things, but obviously the tier 3 stuff I don't have. That's super expensive. Super expensive. Oh, it's open. It's open. We can go in there. I was kicked. Why was I kicked? Alright, whatever. I guess I was kicked out of the... Like... Was there a reason I was kicked? I guess for the people that are not in the comms, but you know, I find that so weird. I should be spiteful about it and just be my own commander, but you know, and just have an open tag. Cause I always hate that. It's like, why are you making private tags? It's really stupid. I don't understand that whole idea. Like, you have to be in comms in order to be in the Zerg. Well, you end up with a Zerg of like 20 when you could have 50 in your Zerg. It seems very counterintuitive, doesn't it? To kick people that are not, like, yes, I get that not everyone is in your comms, but they're still gonna be following you. They're still gonna be around you. You know, it's just kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, so they're talking about how they're not in Coins Discord. Like, I'm not going into Coins Discord. I should be really petty about it and just make my own, and just follow the tag around with my own tag. And just be like, all right, we're here now. We're following this tag. It only cost me 645 gold to unlock everything. It's a lot of gold. I don't ever have like over 100. I always spend it on stuff. Always spend it on stuff. Always. I'm always like, oh, new weapon or new whatever. And jokes aside, I'm confident the expansion won't be that bad. No MMO releases with bug free, but Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and End of Dragons were all pretty decent unreleased. Use the cat. I don't have the Catmander one, unfortunately. I wish. I wish I had the Catmander one, but I don't. I don't. I'll make a yellow tag, just to be spiteful. I have a yellow tag. Ew. Oh. They got pulled in by this Kabbalist? 1K? Oh man, I wish. There's no way I could ever hold that much gold. Like, I'm one of those people, I'm like, it's a fictional currency, I must use it because it doesn't fucking matter. Like that, I'm one of those people. Fucking trolls? Who, me? Yeah, I'm a fucking troll. I'm gonna hop around with my own tag. We should just have everyone activate their tag and just run around with hundreds of tags in this and just confuse the fuck out of every new person that comes in here. It's like, why are there 300 tags? Who did I follow? What's happening? Is the trebuchets not hit? Why are we building a catapult right here? They should hit. Just gotta aim a little farther. Oh, is that why we're saying fucking trolls? Because he's not aiming correctly? That's really annoying. That's roughly what a legendary costs to make, but I'm not a big PvP player. Do you need to play PvP though to make? Wait, I'm not a big. What does that have to do with having 1K gold? You're not a PvP player. Does it have anything to do with the legendary weapons? There's that guy again, Blade Nightwalker with the cool. I don't know what that armor is. Oh, is that the new one that they just released and it's just no shoulders on it? I don't know what that is. It looks really cool though. No one is building any of this. I love this. Someone trolled all the siege right on the spot. It's really funny. There's a lot of troll. I think people are getting petty because they're getting kicked out of yeah, yo, stop dropping siege like siege weapons. If you're pissed, deal with your anger issues. They're just mad because they got kicked out of the I'm telling you, someone got mad because they got kicked out of the squad. Open? Yeah, it's open. It's open, all right. I'm gonna die. Oh, I didn't die. Yay, I made it. Oh, gifts of battle. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Is there any other way to get those? No, there isn't, right? Oh, that's an interesting point. Yeah. Do you have a lot of legendaries, or is it just something like? I mean, you like luckily Generation 1 and Generation 3 you can buy off of the trading post. So if you save up a few thousand more, a couple of thousand more, you can buy them straight up. Why are we running? Are we running for a reason, or what's happening? That totally makes sense, though. Oh, I'm tired today. Oh. Alright, guys.
choice. Freedom. Liberation.
Being a spectacle and the strikes sound fun. Also seeing Drachna's Forge was unexpected. Oh, that is that Drachna's Forge specifically? Does it look like definitely? I mean, it clearly is dwarven, but was it specifically Drachna's Forge that we saw? Because I know they had a statue of Jalis in Drachna's Forge. That'd be kind of cool to see a different Drachna's Forge.
Save yourselves.
I mean, I'm just excited for the dwarven stuff in general. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna try the strikes. I'm definitely gonna try to do some of those. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for everything. I'm excited for everything. You know, I mean, there was stuff that I'm not super excited about. Like I talked about, like the sky scale stuff. You know, but I like the adventures that we're getting with them. The rift hunting, I'm like, hope it doesn't get repetitive, but I still like it because it has to do with the PvE legendary armor. So I'm excited about everything, but just some more than others, I guess you could say.
That was a blast.
Receive the light. History is mine. Or break justice. Such might. Save yourselves.
I should literally, like, as the tag, I should put as my squad message that we're streaming right now. Let me do edit squad message. Boom. So, if anyone dares to come into my squad, which they probably won't, but no, it is one. No one with my own tag. Just to be a petty child. I'm being a petty child. Like, this is really, I don't know why I'm doing this, but you know, sometimes I'd like to act like a child too. I feel like I'm not really hindering anyone. Like, if I was actively hindering the like sabotaging our efforts here, but I'm not. So.
Fixed. This is getting serious. Concentration.
Rebound.
Oh my god. Nice. Oh, have a good night, 12 tables. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will probably, more videos will come out probably after Secrets of the Obscure. There's probably going to be a lot of interesting lore stuff that I'm going to be talking about, so yeah, I'm going to have like 17 videos that I'm going to be working on at a time, so God knows when I'm going to get any of these stuff. But that's okay. But thank you so much. Have a good night. Rider Knows Return is also pretty crazy. I just wonder how depth they can go in the storyline. It's probably not going to be super, like, specifically those little fractals that we see. It's probably not going to be anything that's going to be too, like, involved with the storyline. Because I feel like, you know, having, like, Preceding Ascalon or having, like, the dwarf stuff and Radar Novas and, like, all these different fractals be involved in the story somehow would probably just convolute the whole thing. So I think it's gonna be more of like, oh, we're gonna see like isolated events happen in those distorted areas, and they're not gonna have a huge impact on the story, which I would be okay with. Because I think just kind of focusing on the cryptas and the story of like the Astral Ward and the Wizard's Court is gonna be more than enough to make a compelling story. Like, they don't really need to involve all those things. But it's just kind of cool to see them and see like what ifs, and like, you know, what it could be like, and maybe get a little bit of info, a little bit of background about some of the stuff, you know? To me, at least. I don't know. I want to see if people are actually watching this video. I'm just looking at the stuff. Maybe I have a notification. Oh, my weekly recap. YouTube is like, you have a weekly recap. Watch it. No, I don't want to watch it. 92 people watched that video. Average view time is half an hour. That's pretty good out of a 3-hour video. I mean, I'm okay with that. I guess people don't really. Oh, look at this. People were talking something wrong with the audio. Yeah, well, I'm just saying I peak a little bit in the audio is the only thing I was saying. I'm gonna go back to while I'm answering this. I'm answering these comments real quick, guys. Okay. All right, reply to that, and then someone says. The way you pronounce amnitis, is that not how you pronounce it? Oh my god, am I saying it wrong? Am I saying amnitis wrong? Is it amnitis? Amnitus? Am I saying that wrong? How would you guys pronounce that? I guess I'm pronouncing that wrong. I don't know any languages, guys. I'm really bad, okay? Someone joined my squad. I don't know why they did. Did they just leave? Is that what just happened? Why is this pop up? Go away. Yeah, they just left. There's also a French article that mentioned additional stuff like the Temple of Phoebe, however you say that, encounter is designed to challenge players. A unique facet of the strike missions is its integration of the new relic system. Observant players will recognize that the boss uses abilities akin to certain relics. Well, we know that about Ceres, right? The Eye of Ceres, a feature that further blends the new gameplay mechanics with the challenge introductions in the expansion. This connection enhances the strategic depth of the battle, inviting players to creatively leverage their relic upgrades. Get the awesome. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, none of this is what I'm typing. Sorry, I just yeah, I think too. They're just going to be set. Yeah, they'll just be set pieces, but it'll be nice because you can jump between different. You'll be able to jump between different, like. I feel like there's gonna be like small little stories that are gonna be told here and there, kind of thing. Oh, this is happening, I guess, over there. Hmm. Is blue around here? It looks like blue's hanging out somewhere around here. Is this blue? Because I might just go for the. I might not go. But yeah, I think I guess I'm pronouncing that wrong. How do you pronounce that? Can we Google that? No, well that's different. That's not how that's spelled. Wait, is that how it's spelled? Am I just pronouncing it wrong because I misspelled it? And I was being such an asshole about spelling earlier? I just walked by this guy. Hold on, let's do this first.
Save yourself. That.
Do it. Do 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 do. See, but that's not it. See, it's weird because wait, but So amnitis is not. That's not the Greek word. The Greek word is amintus. Amintus is the actual Greek word. So I don't know if Arena did that on purpose, but they switched the M and the N and the Y. They switched that around. I don't know. I don't know Greek, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I've not heard an NPC say the name. See, I was saying Isgaren as well, and it's Isgaren. I don't know. Now I'm embarrassed. Lily, I'm coming to help. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Save yourself.
But I'm excited, nonetheless. There's a lot of really fun stuff to do. I can't wait to see the new outfit. Do you guys think we're gonna get the outfit like the Wizard's Court outfit, like in the gem store, or is it gonna be like a thing for the vault, or like I don't know. 'Cause I really like that outfit. I think it's I mean I know that I get outfits aren't as popular with people, but I still like it. I think it looks cool. All right, we can. Oh, they just took this. They just took that. Oh my goodness. We're probably gonna head out in a minute as well. It's really crazy because I thought there would be like more to talk about, but I'm like, I've said everything in those videos. Or in that one video. It's a 3-hour video, you know? I sat there for so long and just talked and talked and talked. Not that I'm not excited, but it's just we have a heroes banner. I guess I'm gonna keep that in my inventory. I'm gonna open all this stuff up, see what see what crazy stuff I can get out of it. Open these up. Whee! This. Warlord's armor. I guess I'm gonna put that somewhere. Does it matter? I guess I can put it right there. Open this up. Put that here. Open these. Open that. Probably an achievement reward with the new mini expansion model. I feel like, and it can be aggressive with the gem store. I mean, I guess it could still be. I mean, I wouldn't call it aggressive, but I think we're gonna still see the regular updates to it, because they still have to maintain. Right? We talked a little bit about the whole idea of NCSoft and stuff, and NCSoft is still gonna want them to make money, so they're probably still gonna be like, no, you still need to release like gem store stuff on the regular, because we still need to make like 22 million a quarter. I don't know. It's really tough to think about that. Like I looked at it, and I even in the video I like didn't know what to say about it. Like I sat there and I looked at this image, and they're obviously every day. What I'm thinking they're gonna do every day is they're gonna show us another symbol, give us the like definition of it or whatever, right? With the name of it, right? We're gonna get obscure, and we're gonna get nature, and we're gonna get like those things obscure, like all these different things are gonna come on there, and they're gonna show the symbol, and they're gonna probably, I'm guessing, because there's clearly something in the background, and they're just gonna make it brighter and brighter and brighter until you can actually see what it is. Probably every day it's gonna get a little brighter, I think, is what they're gonna do. Maybe they're gonna just on the very last day brighten it from the dark thing, but I would like to think that every day as we get a new symbol, they lighten it a little bit more and more and more, and then we can finally see what it is. But again, we kind of can already tell by increasing the brightness. We've already seen this. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, it looks like it's like Cryptus corruption going on, but like, is there something gonna be on the actual image, like something in the background that is gonna have some kind of meaning, or like I don't really know what to make of it. It's really strange. Love my YouTube shorts. Thank you so much, SWAT. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna keep doing those. I am running out of facts though. I have my list here, which gets rewritten every so often. I just have like all these things on there, and there's actually a second page for this. There's another page right there, but I'm slowly running out of things where I'm just like, ooh, oh, this one is oh, these two are both pretty good. I need to look at some more facts. Yeah, they did something similar for Ezra. It was fun to see them, but it's probably the trailer. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's probably gonna be turning into, that's gonna be the release trailer. Huh. That's a good point. Because we're gonna get a release trailer. Like, they've always done release trailers for any release. They've always done on day of release, they've done a trailer for it. I think like most, if not every single time. So yeah, it could possibly be the trailer that we're gonna see. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That image is very cryptic. Cryptic and obscure, right? It's, oh, there's Enshu again. Our friend Enshu's here. He always has new fashion. He always looks different. Every time I see this man, he always has some kind of really cool new fashion. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this look. But every time I see that man, he's like has some kind of new fashion. He's like the most fashionable, like he's such a fashionista. He's like every day he logs in, he's like, what am I gonna change today? And he's gonna look amazing, whatever he does. Love that. It's very dedicated. Very dedicated. Oh god, we're getting bombarded. I can see the attacks flying overhead. What does attack? Did you guys see? That's coming from our side. Why are we attacking our own? Are they just like, they're just attacking just so that once there's green, there's blue, oink and buds. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I'm really glad that I found like a little bit of a niche with the shorts and that people are really liking them. It's a great format. I think it's very interesting. It's really, you know, it's pretty much what the whole channel is about, right? The whole channel is about really looking at the like nuanced little niche things that not everyone looks at and kind of bringing those to the foreground, and talking about the lore and talking about the like little connections between the two games. Like, those are things that this game or this channel is about, you know. So the shorts are, I think the shorts have really like, they've landed really well to exactly the reception that I was hoping to get. You know, I couldn't have wished for more. So we have both here. We have green that's sitting inside. You see, they're hanging out in here. And then we have blue that is hanging out over on the side there. It's just, it's not Bane though. I don't see the Bane. Did Bane leave? Bane left. This is the CC guild that's here now. Guns and glitter, love it. Crisis control. Sounds a little serious, doesn't it? Oh, there's green coming down. I guess we're going in. Oh god, blue's coming in. Blue's coming in, guys. Oh, sad. But yeah, I don't know. Was there anything that like in the video that I missed? I really love the like I feel like again, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I'm the only person that caught the little highlight, the little Itzo guy. Well, Itzo, the holographic Itzo guy. Did anyone see that guy? Did you guys see that Itzo guy in the video? I'm like, well, why is there not a physical Itzel here? Why is there a holographic Itzel being projected? Questions. I have questions, ArenaNet. I must have answer. Is keep okay? Somebody activated the emergency. Which keep? This keep right here? How far can this fire? Oh, it doesn't go that far. Okay. Never mind. Let's fire this trebuchet in there too. Trebuchet! I don't play PvP, but I do remember that. Go! I don't know how far I need to shoot it. Let's go this way. Oh, I need to do farther. Oh, maybe not. Wait, was that my shot? What was my shot? No, that was my shot. I need to do even further. I think I need to move it a little. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll hit it right where it needs to go. Oh, that's perfect. It's like right on the like inside there. Right on the inside. I can't see anything. I don't know if I'm hitting anything. Someone's launching a cow. That poor cow. Is there any, are they still in there? Like, I don't know what's happening. We're all just like firing up there and there's like, they're battling in there, but I guess I'm hitting too far to the left. I'm just trying to like hit at their exit, you know, as people are coming in and going out and stuff like that. Like, but I'm not hitting anyone with it. The tune that activated the tactivators or whatever was named Blackgate Spy Account. Well, at least they're being honest about their intentions. I shot as far as I could this time around to see if I can get something. I'm gonna move it a little bit. I'm gonna move it. Shoot it this way. I feel like I'm not hitting anyone with it. Alright. Go! Still didn't hit anyone. It was annoying. You think the reason why Arena is revisiting old assets because they want to slowly update their old textures and play? Nah, I don't think so. I think it was purely a money decision, rather than having two maps where they need to come up with new assets. They just they reuse stuff. I really think that's what it is, because I don't think they're gonna update any of those textures. It's just gonna be old stuff that we have seen before. I think it was purely just like trying to cut corners there, which again, I'm not super mad about, because they can reuse old assets to tell new stories, right? Like, it's not like we're gonna fight Balthazar again in the Path of Fire areas. Like, we're not gonna, yes, we're fighting Forged and stuff, but we're not repeating the same story over again. You know, there's gonna be different things. I'm not hitting anyone. Like, this is kind of strange. I don't know what. I don't even think there's anyone in here anymore. Oh, they're in the top of the tower now. Oh, they just took it. Oh, I hit someone. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Now I can bombard because we can open this stupid fucking... We can open this now. We can open it back up again. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they intended something like that where they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna reuse assets and we're gonna make them look nicer or something. Well, I do think that might be on the table as something, you know, I talked about how I think, oh, that was way too far. I hit like way out of the range there. While I do think that ArenaNet is probably looking at, you know, at some point going back to older maps and kind of doing some stuff, you know, I've talked about that. I still, I don't know. I don't think this time around we'll actually see any of that. Oh yeah, I don't disagree that the textures aren't updated. Like Garenhof was actually, and again, you can actually look at the first video that I did for the announcement of Secrets of the Obscure. You can actually see that I compare the two towns, and you can see that they're completely different. They're completely different texture-wise. They're completely different, like, you know, like the way that the houses even look. They're way more detailed and stuff. So I don't necessarily think that they're gonna use this as like, okay, at some point we're gonna update Garenhof to look like that as well. If they ever revisit maybe Keswick's Hills at some point, they might say, oh, we can, you know, we have a better looking Garenhof, but they just did it because it was the new expansion and they're trying to make it look nice, you know, and they were just kind of like, well, we have these nicer textures and these nicer looking building, you know, building assets and stuff that probably would look better. Because they went from like, you know, all the houses in Garenhof are actually made out of stone, but they're actually using wood for all of those buildings in the distorted Garenhof. So they're just kind of completely changing what they're even made out of. Oh, I didn't shoot far enough. I'm trying to shoot. Is there a way to shoot right inside that window? I'm trying to see if I can shoot. Yeah, the way that that guy just did it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to shoot right into the... Oh, I gotta go a little further. Just a little further. So right there. Ooh, that was too far. I hit the ceiling on that. Oh no, is there? Oh, there's a flag hitting. Hitting. There's a flag hitting. There's a flag hanging right in front of that window. I don't think I can shoot through it until I mean, unless I can aim it perfectly, but that's gonna be super hard to do. See, it's like either I go too far or I go not far enough. See, that was like too far. Oh, I made that perfectly. Did you see that? I didn't hit anything or anyone, but that was like right in there. Right inside that building. You can definitely hit right inside that building, but it's a matter of like... Oh, I did it again. Wow. Can't believe it. Am I making that? See, those too far. So weird. So weird. This is like really dumb. Oh, yeah. I'm probably gonna head out. I know this wasn't like a super exciting stream or anything. I just kind of, I was just like, I've talked so much about everything that's going on right now in this today. So if you guys have watched that stream or that video, see, my brain is even like not working properly anymore. It's never worked properly, but But yeah, if you guys have watched that video, I appreciate it. If you guys, usually like, you can leave comments on that video, and if you guys have anything that I've missed, let me know. I would like to hear about it. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited for Secrets of the Obscure. I definitely am super excited. I think everything that we got today was just really, really good stuff. And even if we have bugs, there's always going to be bugs, like we said earlier. There's always going to be bugs. It's never going to be a perfect game. It's never going to be like 100% like, you know, coming out perfect. Like that's normal in MMOs. So, but yeah, nonetheless, thank you guys that were here today. We did a short stream. Thank you, NM. Thank you, SWAT. Thank you, 12 Tables. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, me, for posting stuff. Thank you, Andy. There was other people here, weren't there? Nope, that's it. I don't see anyone. But that's a-okay. So I'm gonna go and do something else now. Just I've had such an overload of Guild Wars 2 stuff, and I feel like it also takes some time to kind of digest a lot of the things, because like theories and interesting connections and stuff, that doesn't just like pop up. You kind of have to think about certain things, and maybe we'll come up with some more connections. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on probably Sunday. So Sunday is gonna be an interesting day. Just to let you guys know, Chicken Nubo, he's one of the Arena partners. He's a friend of mine, and he invited me. He's trying to do a monthly Mario Kart thing on Sunday, on like I think it was like every third Sunday of the month or something like that. He's trying to do something like the Mario Kart. He wants to play. But the problem is that I'm having issues with my capture card right now. So I'm trying to figure out if I can't fix that. But that means that we might not be we might not be streaming Guild Wars 1. We might be doing like Guild Wars 1 for a little bit, and then and going into or maybe we'll be doing like Guild Wars 2 or something. And then going into Mario Kart around like 10, I think, is when he wants to do that. So it'll be like a hodgepodge of stuff, and people can always join around that time as well. And it'll be a little bit different. We'll be in Discord. We'll be able to like just hang out and discuss. And we haven't done it in a long time. It's super fun. We have a really, really good time. It's a bunch of us in Discord hanging out, and you guys are always welcome to join. Again, I don't know. I just really hope that my capture card will work properly. The biggest issue that I've have with my capture card is a little bit of lag and the sound issues. So if I perhaps can like just turn off the sound or not have sound or something, because we're gonna have people on Discord, so we don't necessarily need sound. I think it'll still be fine, so I can still stream it. But yeah, that's gonna be Sunday. And then Monday, we're going to do really interesting, guys. If you're interested in seeing a demonic realm, we're going to do a Realm of Torment, tour with probably like the Abaddon boss fight. We're going to like, I'm going to go through all of those things. Like, we're going to see Nightmare, Nightfallen, Jahai, and like all those things. Like, we're going to look through some of those things. We're going to talk about all things demons. And we're gonna see like all the gross and fleshy stuff that they have to offer in Guild Wars 1, and maybe seeing like some influences for that, like coming into going into the day after, and then from that point on, we're gonna do a 3-day streaming event for Secrets of the Obscure, guys. I'm gonna be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm gonna be going live probably around like noon, 1 o'clock or something like that. And we're just gonna go all day long. What I'm gonna do on Tuesday is we're gonna do all of the Skywatch Archipelago. And we're gonna probably explore the Wizard's Tower as well. And we're gonna do the story up until that point, where they then want us to go into the Amnitis, or however you say it, Amnitis or whatever, going into that map. I'm not going to do that until Wednesday. We're going to do that on Wednesday. We're going to explore everything there. And then on Thursday, we're going to kind of just like walk around, maybe do some strike missions, do some meta events, talk about all the fun stuff that we have seen. You know, maybe explore a little bit more and things that we didn't see all the way or something, do some adventures, do like some side stuff. You know, maybe if there's more story to do, we'll do that. And yeah, so that's happening next week, guys. So if you guys are interested in hanging out, I'm going to be doing that. Obviously, I'm going to tweet out whenever I go live, so make sure you follow me on Twitter so that you can have that. Or if you subscribe and make sure that you get notified when I go live, you guys will know. And also, there's a notification on Discord every time I go live. Or I think it does, right? I think it does a notification. So there's many ways that you guys can join and hang out with me and stuff. And yeah, and maybe even on Thursday we can like sit on Discord and maybe get some people together and like kind of have discussions or something. We'll see how the flow goes of everything, how much there is to talk about. But yeah, that's all gonna be happening next week, guys. So get ready for that. I'm excited. So thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a great evening, and I will see you all later.